At 1,000 meters per second, a bullet generates more than 50,000 pounds per square inches of pressure on impact. A 38mm glass plate remains intact. No cracks, no shatter. Inside, the layers are bonded under 135 degrees Celsius and 15 bars of pressure. A deviation of just 3 degrees is enough to destroy the entire structure. How do engineers control heat, pressure, and transparency in a material designed to stop a bullet? Inside the factory, bulletproof glass is not cast in a single block. It is assembled layer by layer, hard glass outside, flexible polymer within. The process takes place in a dust-free environment under humidity and static control. Robotic arms lift each sheet with vacuum grips, aligning to within 0.2 millimeters. Polymer rolls are preheated for optimal adhesion. Infrared sensors track temperature across each zone, keeping variation below 3 degrees Celsius. Heat and pressure are balanced through a closed-loop system. Each cycle lasts 45 minutes, enough to fuse molecular layers into transparent armor. A single grain of dust can ruin a batch worth hundreds of thousands of dollars.
We're almost there.
Do not look away. The next section reveals where the real process begins, as raw glass is transformed into a transparent armor under extreme material limits few people ever see. Large float glass sheets are cut by laser to ballistic dimensions. Edges are polished to remove micro cracks. Ionized air jets eliminate static dust from the surface. Operators inspect each sheet under polarized blue light. No inclusion larger than 0.5 microns is permitted. Every sheet receives a digital trace code. Precision begins before the first layer is joined. If you think this is just glass cutting, you're wrong. The next phase shows how humans force materials to their limits when polymer and glass start to become one. Glass and polymer sheets are stacked alternately on vacuum tables. PVB, or polycarbonate, acts as the energy-absorbing core. Robots use laser guidance to align each layer with micron precision. Surface temperature stays between 25 and 30 degrees Celsius to keep polymer flexible. Edge seals prevent air from entering between layers. Industrial cameras measure flatness across the entire surface. Every stack must remain perfectly parallel before heating begins. Stay with us. The next step is the most fragile moment of the entire process, where a single bubble or temperature shift can collapse everything. The multi-layer stack enters a preheating chamber. Temperature rises gradually to around 80 degrees Celsius under light pressure. This stage bonds the polymer temporarily without trapping air. Moisture evaporates through microchannels between layers. Technicians check for bubbles using backlight inspection. Transparency improves as internal stress balances. Pre-pressed laminates cool under filtered airflow. Each unit waits for final compression inside the autoclave. Next, you'll see what happens inside a steel autoclave large enough to melt most materials, where pressure and temperature rewrite the structure of matter. Laminated stacks are loaded onto steel racks and moved into the autoclave. The door locks hydraulically and the cycle begins. Pressure builds to 15 bars, while temperature reaches 135 degrees Celsius. Steam and compressed air circulate to ensure uniform heat. Sensors record pressure and temperature each second. The system keeps variation within plus or minus 3 degrees Celsius. At this point, glass and polymer merge at the molecular level. After 45 minutes, pressure is released slowly through safety valves. The structure emerges as a single, transparent, impact-resistant solid. Stay, because what comes after the autoclave opens explains why only 0.5% of production ever qualifies for final approval.
The chamber cools.
Laminar air flows across the surface to cool it evenly. Optical birefringent sensors measure residual stress inside the glass. Laser scanners detect micro-deformations and surface curvature. Spectrophotometers confirm optical clarity up to 99.9%. Rejected panels are marked and sent for recycling. All measurements are logged in the factory database. Qualified panels move to ballistic testing. Next is the real test, where science meets impact velocity and materials prove their limit against live fire. Milestone 06. Each panel is mounted in a reinforced steel frame. Tests follow UL 752 Level 10 standards. A 7.62 times 51 mm NATO round is fired from 15 meters. High-speed cameras record the moment of impact. The bullet flattens against the outer glass layer. Inner polymer layers absorb the remaining energy. No fragments penetrate the rear surface. Indentation depth is measured and archived. Impact velocity, energy, and temperature are stored for every shot. Only panels that survive 3 impacts in a row are certified. Certified panels are cleaned with anti-static cloths. Each receives a laser-engraved serial number. The glass is clear, solid, ready for installation. It is mounted in armored vehicles, control booths, and security buildings. Light passes through without distortion. Forklifts move finished units to the packing zone. Every square meter represents hours of precise pressure control. The sound of the plant is air, metal, and steady verification. Do not leave yet. The final section will reveal the data behind the process and why transparency itself has become one of humanity's most precise technologies.
Only minor surface distortion. Polymer layers intact. Passed. UL 752 Level 10 certification.
Temperature, 135 degrees Celsius. Pressure, 15 bars. Optical purity, 99.92%. Annual output, 50,000 square meters. Standard, UL 752 Level 10, resistant to 7.62 times 51 millimeters ammunition. Each panel is measured, tested, and certified before leaving the factory. The cycle repeats heat, pressure, inspection, verification unchanged. Precision remains absolute. Failure rate stays below 0.5%. Behind every sheet of bulletproof glass lies a silent equation of heat, force, and time. This is not just glass. It is engineered transparency.